thought I'd give you a quick update before I cue the music of what I've been up to, well, today, this week, and whatever. Right, I've been utilising the stir plate, and at the moment I've got the stir plate running away in my shed, and I'm trying to get a little bit more yeasties building up. Not much in there, it's just sort of a one of Roy Lake's yeasties, you know, the one I was talking about, the 755 or whatever it's called. Can't remember what it's called now, but I'm trying to grow that a bit more. It's not growing all that much. I've also done a cider, look, Roy's cider, and I've whacked it in this one, and it went bloody mad. I ain't got a bubbler thing on the top, because I thought it's pretty high up on the thing, and I thought there's bound to be a load of bubbles, so I put a tube in, and I'm glad I did, because it went absolutely ape shit. So I've got that down there, and it's only just stopped bubbling really. I mean, it's been bubbling like absolute madness. Yeah, so I think I did that about 4 days ago, something like that, 4 days ago. So I've had that going. I've also done Exmoor Gold. I've got that in the keg, in the fridge, in my other shed. Yeah, so things are looking up. So cue music. Hello there. Right, I've been doing this brewing malarkey for about just over a month, I think, and I've learnt an awful lot, especially from my many friends on the BrewTuber channels, and I've after a bit of information really, and I don't know whether you think this is a good idea or not, but you know, until recently, let's put this somewhere where it's steady so I'm not rocking you about. Put it there. Yeah, recently, only recently, I've learnt what a smash beer is. I've never realised what smash was. I mean, how stupid is that? It's a real steep learning curve that I'm going on. And I understand now it's a single malt and a single hop, and really basic, and I should have known that. Now I think what I've been doing is getting too bloody complicated on this brewing malarkey. I've bought a book, and I've been copying recipes out of there, which have been turning out really good, and some really good ones, and some really good ones, but not so good as the really good ones, if you understand. And there's been a bloody mixture of different hops, and when you put them in, and this type, you know, that type, and adding it in on the boil and the last 10 minutes and all of that malarkey. Now what I want to do, and I don't know whether you think this is a good idea or not, is to really get to grips with this brew malarkey, because I'm pretty keen, and you know, I'm learning a lot, but not as much as I want to learn about the not so much the technical aspects of it, but what things do. And this smash idea sounds a bloody brilliant idea. So what do you reckon to me doing mini batches, if you like? I know you can, it's the same amount of work to do a large batch as a small one, but I thought, I've got loads of these bloody demijohns, right, and I thought, would I be able to ferment me beer in demijohns and make little bloody batches of beer using the smash method? Just I've got Maris Otter grains, and I've got different hops, and I thought if I just use my standard, I've got a big bag of this Maris Otter, if you use the same bag on all of these different batches, I've got about, how many bloody demijohns? These demijohns have I got? I must have about 12 of these. And I thought, what do you reckon to making demijohns of beer? Will it ferment in there? I've hoping it will, because it's in the shed and it's dark. And the weather is cooling down a little bit, so hopefully it won't be that hot. So it's just handing it out really to see what you think. Any road up, that'd be great if you could give us an heads up on that. Do you think that's the right way to go? And also I've got the Beersmith programme, which is excellent, but I think this would be another good way of jiggling about with the brews, if you like, because you can, you know, put different bits in and see how bitter it is and all of that, and it'll give me a lot of experience on that side as well. So any road up, that's what I'm thinking of doing. So your thoughts would be very much appreciated, and thanks as always for subscribing to the Old Fart. I really appreciate you taking an interest in my channel and the great help and community that's out there. And thanks very much for watching. A bit of an update and a question really. So, happy brewing.